So if you guys don't know me yet, you're about to know me real well because we're gonna go over what I think are the essential hygiene tips for any dude honestly out there. So I'm already assuming you're doing the bare minimum, right? You're brushing your teeth twice a day, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, deodorant, cutting your nails, all that crap, right? But the bare minimum needs to be raised. And if you're just doing that, then you're not gonna stand out from the crowd. So the tips I'm going over today are all super affordable, super cheap, and stay to the end because the last one might be the most important one on this list. All right, so the first hygiene essential is wiping your ass the right way. So here's the thing, us dudes, no one talks about how to actually wipe your ass, right? And especially in America, no one's using bidets and shit. So we're all using toilet paper, and after you take a shit, you just have like caked up fucking shit up in your ass cheeks and that are crumbs hanging out all day. You don't even realize what's in your fucking ass, but it's just there. And then you just hang out all day and then you just smell like ass all day and you don't know why that's happening. Well, for some reason in America, people don't like cleaning it with wet wipes, but that's the thing that needs to change. So I discovered these things many years back, actually, probably like 7-8 years back, called dude wipes. But basically they're wet wipes for after you take a shit to wipe your ass with. And trust me, man, once you use this once, you'll never go back. Like I have these like travel sized ones as well that I carry with me in my backpack to work and stuff. Like anytime you take a shit, you should not be using just dry toilet paper. Like think about it. If I was walking in mud, right, with my shoes, and then I step in and like it gets like dirty, right, my shoes, what if I just took toilet paper and wiped the mud off my shoes? Like that will literally do nothing, right? So what you would want to do is put it under water or wipe it with a wet wipe, right? So that's what I want you to do for your ass. So if you're a dude and you're not using these, this is a missed opportunity, man. And they're pretty cheap. There's also one by Contel that's even more affordable. You can install a bidet. I used to have one as well, but I understand that might not be accessible to everyone. But dude wipes, man, they're like a couple of bucks. They'll change your life. They'll be a game changer. You'll never go on without them. All right, speaking of ass, let's talk about the neighbor step 2, which is powdering your balls. So this is one by Chassis that I use a lot. I've tried a lot of them on the market. I use one called Balla Powder. I've tried Pete and Pedro's. I've tried a couple of ones, but I keep coming back to Chassis. The reason why is I just truly think it's one of the best one on the market. So let's say pause. Powdering your balls. If that first shook you and you don't know why I mentioned that in the first place, there might be a reason why you're getting a lot of swamp ass and a lot of odor down there. So as dudes, especially if you lift weights and you're not skipping leg day, which I hope you're not, you're getting chaffed all the time, right? When you're walking, and especially if you're out and about all day, our boxer briefs and it's not meant to actually support you in a way that gets rid of all the odor and stuff down there. So powdering your balls is something I do like almost every day, especially if I know I'm gonna be out and about all the time. But yeah, it just prevents odor. There's like, especially stuff like this, there's like aloe and witch hazel, which keeps it moisturized down there as well. I mean, once again, these are just tips that will help you glow up and take it to the next level, right? But I think, especially for hygiene, it's just really good because you want to keep it dry down there, especially if you're working out and doing all the other things you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Number 3 is going to be one that I think is super important for most guys, and that is oral care. Now, of course, I already assume you're brushing, flossing your teeth. That should be a bare minimum, right? But one of the hacks that I started using every single day is actually a tongue scraper. So what's funny is the first time you use this, you will notice how much gunk is built up on the back of your tongue. Like you're just gonna pull 10 times. That's the way I do, like 5, 5, 5, or 10, 10, 10 every single morning. And that'll get, there'll be like a white film that just it gets encrusted around this tongue scraper. And I don't know, I feel like my day doesn't start right until I use a tongue scraper, especially if you know Ayurvedic medicine, or if you're into the whole holistic wellness, health and everything. Brushing your teeth is great and all, but we overlook the tongue, and that's where the source of our bad breath comes from. So if you may be someone who is brushing your teeth and flossing, but still have bad breath for the people around you and you don't even realize that. So this really takes care of the job. It's called a tongue scraper. This one I use by Boca, I think is one of the best ones on the market. Really good quality as well, but you can just get a generic one. There's ones with copper and stuff as well. But every morning, this is the way you want to do it. Before you brush your teeth, before you do anything, you scrape your tongue 10 times in the morning. And then you do brush your teeth, and then you floss, whatever that is. And then a pro tip is actually using a mouthwash. So I've been around the mouthwash block as well. And this is something I like to do when I'm going out. If I'm going to a party, if I'm going to work, or I know I'm not gonna come home for the next 12 hours, right? I like to use a mouthwash. This one here is by TheraBreath. It also has some whitening breath properties in there. So the reason why I like this one as well is because first of all, it guarantees like 24-hour no bad breath. And I think it actually stands a little true, because if you are using a mouthwash and you're tongue scraping it's almost impossible for you to have bad breath. And that's one of the biggest turnoffs, honestly, as a dude with your hygiene. If you're talking to someone, you can be wearing a Creed Aventus or a $500 Tom Ford cologne, but if your breath smells like ass, I don't know, it's not a good look, right? And I don't want that for you. So as your older brother, I'm telling you exactly what you need to be doing, and this is one of them. A pro trick here that I also do as well, which I get actually a lot of compliments on, is having white teeth. Generally speaking, most dudes don't have white teeth because we are just not told to take care of ourselves that way. You can brush, you can floss, you can do all the things, you can also do this stuff, but your teeth over time, just with coffee, if you're drinking and stuff, become stained. So I have these trays that are made for my dermatologist, sorry, not dermatologist, dentist, that you can put in fluid. I forgot the syringe, but basically it's like a teeth whitening serum that you put in here, and then you just pop them in. I usually take a shower, 30 minutes, and I pop them out, and my teeth are always whiter by then. But I understand if you can't go to your dentist and you don't want to get the trays. A solution I used for the longest time, honestly, just so this like last year, was the Crest 3D whitening strips. They, I'll put an image up here if you haven't seen it before, but they work super duper well. I remember anytime you were going for, let's say, a vacation, or maybe you're going to someone's wedding, or you're traveling, or you're going to your high school reunion or whatever that is, even prom and stuff, just whiten your teeth, bro. Like, it takes a week. So a week before, just put in those Crest white strips for a few days. You might get some sensitivity, but honestly, it's not that bad. Unless you are someone with sensitive teeth, then I'd probably go this route. But they also have sensitive teeth for Crest whitening strips. But either way, oral health is one of the biggest turnoffs of not taking care of immediately. And I think if all these things will just take you above every single other dude around you. So yeah, the whole oral thing was, let's say, like tip 3 or essential 3. Now let's get to essential number 4, which is getting rid of your freaking nose hair. If you're walking around and you don't notice that you have nose hair just hanging out, that's the biggest turnoff. When I talk to a guy and I just see nose hairs just coming out like that, it totally throws me off. And like, I can't look at anything else but their nose hair. So there's this one that I've used a lot by Remington, and man, I every single time this breaks or I move and I lose it, I always just go back to this one over and over again because it doesn't pull, it doesn't hurt. And there's like this feature in here where you can like, let me see if the camera can get it. You can like lift it and then just throw it under water, and it'll just wash out all the hair. But yeah, man, like once a week, just go in here and then just like get all the way in your nose and just like, yeah, it's perfectly made for the curvature of your nose as well. And sometimes we'll get ear hair as well. Man, especially if you're getting older. Honestly though, if you're even 18, 19, dude, like people have nose hair, and it's just depending on genetics, how much nose hair you have. But sometimes there's like one strangler that's just like sticking out of your nose, and yeah, I don't want that for you, man. It's not something that's attractive on any single person. You can literally be like Tom Cruise, Justin Bieber, Chris Hemsworth, and if you got nose hair, bro, immediately takes you from a 9 on 10, 10 on 10 to a 2 on 10. It like instantaneously. So once again, very cheap, very affordable. Just once a week, turn this in, just while you're after brushing your teeth, just go through your nose and maybe ear or wherever you have just like random hair that shouldn't be there, and get rid of it. And automatically, man, I'm telling you, you will just walk with more confidence knowing that you don't have like spinach in your teeth type vibes, right? Like there's not something there that's wrong. All right, so number 5 is one that I was surprised many dudes don't know about, but it's using something like a loofah in a shower. So this is your generic loofah. Once again, I went down the rabbit hole. This is the one I like the best. It's called from like Whale Life. A loofah. There's also those silicone scrubs that a lot of guys use in the shower, but yeah, surprisingly, I realized a lot of guys just take body wash and just straight up raw, like just run it on their body and jump out of the shower. And once again, it's a huge missed opportunity. These things are more like life hacks more than anything else, because they're not going to take up more time in your day. They're just going to help you do what you're already doing, but even better. And once again, just stand out from everyone else, take your hygiene to the next level, which I think is absolutely important for every single guy, because hygiene is the foundation of entire looks, maxing, attractiveness, whatever you want to call it, is level 0. So I'm teaching you from level 0 how to get to level 1, and then all the other guys will tell you to get to level 10, or if you want to see some of my other videos. But a loofah, man, is so essential in the shower, because first of all, you're not just pumping like sprays of just your body wash, which is, you know, costing a lot of money. You just only need 1 or 2 sprays, sometimes 3, and you get the whole loofah wet, and then you just go over your body. This helps get rid of dead skin cells. This helps exfoliate your skin at the same time. It helps you get to parts that are hard to reach. I love taking this and running it between my toes. Like, there's so much you can do with the loofah that you can't just do with your hands. Plus, if you want to use the silicone scrubs, I totally recommend them as well. I just think, I don't know, I like to switch these out every 2 to 3 months, which is why, but silicone scrubs become a little like pricier, like $20, and you don't want to spend that every single other month trying to replace it. So trust and true, is this loofah over here, and yeah, you really can't go wrong. So when I'm traveling on the road and I don't have my loofah and I'm just in a, you know, whatever, a Westin shower or a hotel shower, I miss it, man. It doesn't set up the same way. It doesn't just get to all the right crevices, right? So that's what I love about a loofah. And honestly, yeah, it's just a huge missed opportunity. Won't add too much time to your day, but definitely you want to check that out. All right, so the last hygiene essential on this list, which is the most important because it's the easiest to fix, it takes a few dollars and a quick few seconds and you'll never have to worry about it again, is using some type of Vaseline on your lips at night. So here's the thing with us dudes, we get dry, chapped lips like every single other human being on this planet, but for some reason we don't take care of them. They look gross, they hurt, they're painful. Yeah, and that's the biggest part. It's less about attraction, but more about like how it hurts, honestly. And it's like, it's so easy to take care of that I don't understand why more guys don't do this, but instead we use something like a chapstick, which that's a whole different rabbit hole where when you use a chapstick, it makes it more allergic reaction to your lips, so it gets more dry, so you need more chapstick, and that's a whole different theory. But you don't even need chapstick if you just do what I'm telling you. Every night, what I do is called slugging, but you throw on a shit ton of Vaseline or petroleum jelly on your lips. One that I highly recommend that I use myself, but I just quickly ran out recently, is called the CeraVe Healing Ointment. I'll throw a picture up here, but that one is insane. Like that, you put that on your lips, like a thick layer of that, you won't need chapstick for the whole freaking week, dude. But you just use that every single night for a few days, you'll have great, beautiful, healthy, pink looking lips, which is something that you'll be proud of once again. And that's the big thing, man. I feel like, honestly, a lot of these things hit your confidence, right? When you have chapped lips and you're insecure that your teeth aren't white and all this stuff, you don't smile that much in pictures. When you talk, you don't talk with confidence. But when you have all these things taken care of, you'll smile more, you'll be more happy, and that will all contribute to just you being overall, like, just mentally, just better well-being. So yeah, man, take care of your lips. And it's an easy fix. You can do this. This is one of the travel ones. Another one that I like to use a lot is Aquaphor. That's the OG in the space, tried and true. All the dermatologists recommend that one as well. But use a petroleum-based jelly on your lips, slug it overnight, which means just put on a thick layer and just leave it on, and you won't ever have to worry about having chapped lips ever again. Yeah, and that's it, guys. I hope you got some value from that video. Hygiene, man. Who knew I'd be making a video on hygiene? But hey, now you know me more, now I knew you more, and let me know in the comments down below what is one hygiene tip you're gonna put into action today, because what's the point of watching this video if you don't do anything with it, right? So if you made it this far in this video, I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, my name is Sid Chawla. I drop videos like these once a week on lifestyle, on grooming, productivity, anything to help feel and look your best, because I just want the best for you, man, to help you achieve your genetic potential. And if you found value in this video and you want to connect me further, I'd consider go ahead subscribing, hit the like button down below. It helps the algorithm, helps me, and grow this channel, because I just want to make more content like this for you guys, right? So help me help you. And yeah, until next time, guys, follow me on Instagram at Sid Chawla, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.